Look what I found growing on the side of the road. This is an elderberry, and I'm going to take me some cuttings for later. Here are the cuttings I got from that elderberry I found on the side of the road. Now to propagate these, you just simply put them in a cup, add water, and wait a couple of weeks. After a couple of weeks, you'll have some roots. The first sign of roots are these white bumps like this. Here very soon, this one here will have nice white roots on it. So here is my cuttings. I had a little bit of an issue with squirrel coming along and knocking them down. I found them on the ground several times, and these two didn't make it. But this one has. So I'm going to go ahead and plant it up. Here in a few months, I'll be able to put this into the ground next to the other one that I have. And the other one I put in the ground about 2 years ago, and it was from a cutting from a friend. It's blooming really heavy, but since there's no cross-pollinator, I'm not getting any fruit. There are plenty of them that grow wild around here, but not immediately in my neighborhood. So it's getting zero cross-pollination, and that's a bit of a problem. So this should solve that problem. Show you a couple other things I've got going that's interesting. This is a sapodilla from seed. Here's the shell from the seed. I was gifted 2 seeds, almost 3 months ago, and I planted them. Both of them came up. They're looking very good and healthy, so I'm looking forward to growing those. Sapodilla takes about 7 years before it produces. It can be as long as 10 years, so the sooner I get these guys going and in the ground, the better. It is a very slow growing perennial. Lovely little fruit about this big, yellowish on the inside, brown on the outside. This is another fun thing I got going right now. This is a pecan from seed. And yes, pecans will grow in Florida. Florida is part of the native range for pecans. Pecans grow all the way down to the Miami area. There are several named cultivars that you can buy. This one's obviously from seed, but it's from a southern pecan that's not too far from Florida, so it should do just fine. If you know somebody that has a pecan tree in Florida, you can get the pecans and grow your own. You don't have to buy an expensive cultivar. They'll do just fine. So if you want a pecan tree, go ahead and get yourself some pecans and start them. This is something else that's pretty fun. This is sugar apple from seed. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coming up so far. So happy with that. That'll be a nice addition. And this is a tray full of soursop, which is a close relative of the one I just showed you. And I've got 1, 2, at at least 2 coming up so far, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to show you the other elderberry I've already got growing, so bear with me a minute and I'll catch some footage of that. So here is my elderberry I already have established in the ground. It's doing very well. It's been in the ground 2 years. It's from a cutting from a friend. He was generous enough to give me a cutting. He originally took cuttings from one growing wild in the Miami area. So this one's from pretty much out of area. And the one that I have, the cuttings that I just planted up, those are from a local area. So no worries about it being from the same plant or the same cultivar. It would be an unnamed cultivar, just a wild. So the other ones will be going right next to this one, and then I'll actually get some fruit set. As you can see right here, it is not setting fruit, but the flowers are wonderful.